Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, students. Welcome to ComSat Institute of Information Technology, Virtual Campus, Islamabad. This lecture series is in lieu of Learning Management System with the course code of CSC 350. And now we are at very interesting part of the course. That is related to the software application eViews. Students, eViews functions. Today we'll do a few functions in eViews. Just to review what we have done previously in the last lecture, we studied how to make file, how to create files in eViews. And secondly, we learned different types of file creation in eViews. We created the dated files of different types. For example, we created that dated file of annual data. We created dated file of quarterly data. And then we discussed how to create the panel data files in eViews. We also learned how to create undated, unstructured data file. Then we discussed in the last lecture how to resize the sample. If we want to expand the sample size, what can be done, how by double clicking the range or the sample size we can change the sample. And we expanded our data set, and we can also reduce the data size in the same way because the editing you have already learned. Then we also discussed the creation of variables within the new created file. Then after the creation, how data can be copied and pasted from other databases to the eViews. I remember we also studied what are the different methods of variable creation in eViews. We can directly create variable in eViews. We can use the command pane by typing generate command in the command pane to generate variable. Then at length we studied how to generate random number series in eViews instead of Excel, because if you start creating random number series in Excel, it takes time. First you create files, first you create data in the Excel, then you copy, and then while pasting in eViews you have to edit, press edit in order to be allowed for the pasting of data. So this is a brief review of the last lecture. Now let us now move on to the topics of today's discussion, which is the eViews further illustrated. So today we will discuss how to create further files in eViews. Then I will share with you some properties of the individual series, and when we discuss the different creation of different we will also discuss the individual series and how the size of this individual series can be changed by changing the sample size, and how new series can be generated from the existing one. If one series already exists, one variable already exists in eViews, then how the new series can be generated, and how the pair of the two series can be shown together. This we will discuss if time permits, and then estimating the first regression if possible, and then saving our work and the forecasting. So this is the sequence in which we continue, and not necessarily we cover all the topics in today's lecture, but this is the sequence of discussion in our lecture series. This is what we studied in the last lecture. I have already reviewed. I have also presented the review of all this. So according to the agenda, first of all, how to generate further other types of file in eViews. This is eViews, and when we open new file, new work file, and suppose we want to generate a dated regular frequency, but this time the monthly data, for example, the start date is of say 1/1/2000, and then the last is 12/1 or we can also generate 12 dash, suppose the 12 months and the 30th day, and slash, suppose it is 2015, and if I press enter, the monthly data is generated. So it includes 192 observations. So this is how the monthly data file can be generated. The other things are as usual, so we will not spend much time on it. You can also generate weekly new work file, and it's a simple matter of changing the week. For example, daily data, 5 days a week. The start date is say 1/1/2000, and it is say daily data is about the 31st day slash of first we need to write month, so it is the 31st day of the 12 months, 31st day, and it is about 2015. So this is how we can generate file. Now this is how the files are generated in eViews. Our next, according to the agenda of today's lecture, is viewing an individual series. So how to view individual series? For example, I open a file from eViews. This is the file in eViews which I have opened. There are certain number of variables. Can you guess what type of data it is? Is it annual data? Is it quarterly data? Or monthly data? Just think about it. I hope it is not difficult to understand. If you look at the window, this small window, you can read from here. There is mention of Q1, and Q stands for quarterly data. The range is from 1888 quarter 1 to 2004 quarter 1. So total there are 465 observations. This is the single series. In our volume, for example, volume is the single series. So these are the values, or these are the time series values of the volume variable. You can see. Now, what characteristics can be drawn about a single variable in eViews? If you go to the view and then you see the descriptive stats. Are you with me? If you go to view and then descriptive stats and tests, and if you, there are different options, histogram and stats. This is the first option. There is the table for stats. There is stats by classification. There is simple hypothesis test about this variable which can be done. You can also apply the equality test by classification and empirical distribution test. So all these tests can be applied here. So if we select the first option, the histogram and stats, if I click, you see this indicates me the distribution pattern of the variable. The histogram, the actual histogram based on the actual data, and the volume of investment in the stock market. And this is the result sheet about the variable. What information you can draw from this table, from these tabulated values? The tabulated values indicate name of the series or name of the variable about which we are talking about, the sample which has been employed for the analysis of this, the observations, which is the sample size 465, which is actually the sum up of these observations, the average value or mean value, the median, and the maximum volume, the maximum value of the observation. The maximum value in the observation is 1663, and the minimum value is here. Obviously, we can easily calculate the range of the observations, range of the values on the variable. The standard deviation is calculated. The kurtosis is calculated, which actually indicates the thickness of the normal curve, the normal histogram. And the other thing, skewness is also there. And from your knowledge of, and the Jark-Bera test, which is the chi-square test, to test the shape of the normal curve. So whether it is normal or whether it is skewed, positively skewed, negatively skewed, it can be seen from here. Mean is simple average. It is not it is simple arithmetic mean. It is not geometric mean or any other type of formula. Simple formula for the mean is applied and it is calculated in the back end. The median, which is the 50th percentile of the data, so the 50th percentile of the data is 1.74, which means 50% of the observations are below this value. And the maximum is here, and this is minimum is here, and so 1.7 median means 50% values are below this and the other values are above this, the 50th percentile. So there were 465 observations, so 50% of these observations are below this value. And the skewness, the ideal value of skewness is 0 in the normal curve. From the knowledge of statistics. So if skewness is here 3, it means, and with positive sign, if you are unable to read the histogram from this graph, you can directly read it from here. It directly, if you are familiar with this type of skewness, this type of histogram, you can see most of the bars are on the low, they are low in size on the right hand side, so it is positively skewed curve. So if you look at the shape, it is positively skewed curve. But if you look at if you want to understand the data with reference to the histogram, then you can see the skewness is a positive number and it is much higher than 0. So it is positively skewed. So both the things are interrelated, this data table and result table and the result portrayed by the histogram. So positively skewed. And as far as kurtosis is concerned, kurtosis actually measure the thickness of tails. So most of the data is in the tails because it is the ideal value of kurtosis is 3. So most of the data is in the tails. You can see here, since it is positively skewed, so the data is not only skewed but the observations are actually this is one thing. Another check from this data table is if you compare mean and the median, since mean is greater than median, so positive skewness can also be checked from here. The other thing is whether the distribution is normal or not. You can check it also from here, the chi-square test, the JB test, or for abbreviation, or the Jack-Barrow test. So it can also be checked from here, since the probability is 0.000, so that clearly indicates the positive that clearly indicates the non-normal distribution. The distribution is skewed because the JB test does not indicate positive skewness or negative skewness, but we can judge it from here since the probability is very low. Actually, the null hypothesis for this is that the data is normally distributed. But when the probability is extremely low, we reject the hypothesis and we conclude that the data is not normally distributed, rather it is skewed distribution or skewly distributed. Well, students, this is general information and it is also the revision of your basic statistics, and you can apply these basic statistics here. I don't know whether you have developed your interest in the statistics or not, but there must be one or two courses which you have studied. So this is how. So we can also close this, and similarly, if okay, we can go back to the data sheet or spreadsheet. We can read out this descriptive stats, histogram stats, and the stats table. If you want to see the statistical table only without histogram, so you can generate this type of table. We can also generate this table as a set of variables. For example, if I want to generate the set of these statistics, I will choose here the quarter, the log values, and this volume, and the close price, and these are some of the variables. So if I open these variables in terms of their data sheet, since these are simple quarters and this is close, so I think it is not advisable to show this. This is volume, and let's see what is here. So since the closing values are not available, quarterly available, and let's see what is in T. So T values are given in T. I think this is a simple counting of But anyway, this can serve the purpose. I just want to show how the group statistics look like. So if T and then volume, so and the third variable is this one. If I open this and I want to see all of these statistics in a table, so I will simply descriptive stats and the common sample, because now we have more than one variable, so that is why eViews asks us whether you want to keep the sample common or you want to show the individual sample. Since the sample size is the same for all the variables, so I select this option. And you can see the resultant, the observations are the same, 465, 465, 465 for each variable. So this is how the results are reported. They can simply printed. They can be printed in eViews. They can be printed in Word, or they can even be printed in the PowerPoint. That we will do at some later stage. But here we are now learning how to find out some basics of the variable. So going back to the group, and I have done a separate sheet, and then I close it. Yes. Well, student, this is how to see the characteristics of a variable. Let's go by the lecture, and what is next in our lecture according to the lecture. We have seen volume, how the volume series looks like, and we can read it from here, and the information is on the top. And then we have done. We have viewed descriptive stats, and we have also developed the histogram and the statistics. And now we want to view graph, and graph for the same series, for one series, and we can also graph. So here we can see view, graph, line and symbol on the left hand side of the dialog under graph type. Let's see how it is done. Well, student, look, this is the variable for which we want to see the graph. We simply want to see the graph of graph, and it is the line graph, line, and yes. So we want to see the line graph, and let's see what happens. The graph data is there, orientation, axis, and this is line graph. So this is how the line graph can be drawn in eViews. But you see, if your data is very long, very large data, so it is extremely difficult to read this graph. So eViews gives you an option of reading this graph in parts. For example, you want to read, because we cannot understand this graph because the number of observation is very large, since the sample size is very large. So for a large sample size, just only the clustered values on a line graph are there, which are very close to each other, and it is extremely difficult to understand. Yes, only thing is, if you want to see what type of year, what type of period exists on any point of the graph, you simply bring your cursor and automatically pop up gives you the information about two things. Number one, what is the observation, and number two, for which period is this observation. And here you can see what is the observation value and what is the year. So the value and the year, the two things pop up when you bring your cursor on the line. So students, then what is the solution? How to make it reasonable? How to make it reasonable? We have actually used the entire sample size, but now we have to, I see, this is what we have drawn. Now we want to bring it meaningful. This graph is relatively meaningful, the left hand side, and this is not meaningful. It simply shows clustering up of the data set around one point. So they are so close to each other because it is continuous, time is a continuous variable. So they are so close to each other that one cannot easily understand as to which period is indicating what trend. So, but this is very simple. You see, this graph, the left hand side graph, is very simple to understand. It is divided into 4 years, and there are 4 quarters for each period, and one can easily understand what happened in each period of the year, in each quarter of the year. In the quarter of 2001, for example, in the first quarter it dropped down, the variable then went up, and then slightly the pace of increase was low, then the pace of increase was very high, then it slowed down, then it increased like anything, then it dropped down, and so on. Now, but one can easily understand what happened with the variable. So, how to make this graph? So, the simple thing is we simply select the start date. For example, we can divide this large sample into parts, into smaller parts. So, let's do this in eViews. Well, students, now we can change the sample. For example, from here, when you draw the series from here, for example, let me do it again. The graph which we want to draw, and your data, and graph data orientation, and the other things are normal. So graph type, and this we can press OK. This is our original data. But now this time I want to change the sample. So from sample, you see, I do it again so that you can see clearly. Since this includes all the entire sample size, but I want to draw this for the small sample size. So sample is, suppose I start with the smaller sample like this. We did it for 2001. So for 2001 Q1, 2001 Q1, and then I give space. So instead of starting it for all the years, I am starting it from 2001 quarter 1 and then all. So then I press OK. Sorry, I did not put the last value. I call it all. So this was a mistake. I do it again. Say it is 2001 Q1 and then space, and then we say at the rate of the last value. I think it should accept last value. When I press OK, yes, the last value. Actually, I did not delete all, and last time, so because what I did there, I made a mistake intentionally. So if you are giving the subsample clearly, and then you are also including the entire population, so obviously this should be a mistake. Subsample is certain part of the sample. So I did not clearly mention over there, but you can see, you see how the graph changes when you change the sample size. So in this sample size, it is readable. This is what I have shown here in this slide. You can see what you have to do here. This is part of your lecture. You can read it from here as a guideline. So here, please be very careful while typing here. If you make a mistake, spelling mistake, if you do not delete all, so it continues to prevail. So you have to type here at the rate of all if you want to bring it back to the same graph. अगर आपने पूरे डाटा सेट के ऊपर करना है तो फिर आपको दोबारा ये टाइप करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये अब उसने साइज को, जो फाइल थी, फाइल जो आपका सैंपल था, उसको रीसाइज किया है और उसको रिड्यूस किया है 2000 Q1 से उस लास्ट वैल्यू तक. आप इसको फर्दर भी प्रैक्टिस के लिए कर सकते हैं. मसलन हम इसका डाटा साइज जो है वो फर्दर चेंज अगर करें, मसलन हम वापस सैंपल पे जाना चाहें, सपोज इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग लास्ट I simply write all, and then this will be a mistake until unless I delete the initial one Q1. Now the same graph should reappear. You see, this is how the shape of the graph is changed. So if I resize this sample again, suppose I want to see the picture of only 3 years, so then even within the quarter I can select any quarter. For example, I say it should be 2001 Q1 space 2003 quarter 3. Let's see what happens, how the graph looks like if I click OK. So it has been rechanged and reshaped for only 3 years, 2001, 2002, 2003. Similarly, we can further resize. Just one more example and then we will move on to the next. So instead of here, I think there were values for some other years. So instead of 2001, I type 2000. So then see what happens. So this is how the values look like. So now this graph indicates the results for the 4 quarters of 2000 till the 3rd quarter of 2003, because we actually crippled the last values of the quarter, the last quarter of the 2003. So we actually subtracted from the data set, we reshaped it. Well, then at the rate of all, the data is, the shape is changed. So I hope it was useful. Now coming back to our lecture slide, if I want to spreadsheet. So this is what we have done so far. Let us now sum up what we have done so far. So today we started the review of previous lecture, how to create files. We learned another type of file creation. उसके बाद फिर हमने इसके statistics और उसके descriptive stats और histogram के साथ और histogram के बगैर अगर हम descriptive stat देखना चाहें तो वो हो सकता है. इसके अलावा हमने एक लाइन ग्राफ हमने बनाया, ये हमने किया. और यहाँ मैंने आपको सिखाया कि सैंपल रेंज को हम कैसे चेंज करते हैं. तो इसी तरह हम डाटा से भी हम कर सकते हैं इसको. देयर इज अनदर वे ऑफ doing it is in the command. We can also do it in the command pane. So student, do it again here, but this time from the command pane. This is command pane. Just look at the data size. The sample size is 465. So if I say SMPL, sample from say 2001 Q1 space 2000 say 3 quarter 1, then see how now when I press enter, you see how the sample size changes. You see the sample size has changed, although the range is 465, but now the size of this file, the size of these variable has been reduced from 465 to 9 observations only. Let us see whether it is true or not. This is volume, you see, only. So this time the observations are, the number of observations are reduced. So the sample size of each variable is reduced. So if we want to run any test, if we want to apply any type of estimation technique or any type of other method or statistical tools or any type of analysis, we can perform our analysis only on this much. So after applying the analysis, we can copy the results from here, paste it at our destination, and so on. So if now, is the data really reduced? No. We can bring it back by simply rewriting it again, SMPL, and we say at the rate of all, and the sample size is back to the same size, 465. Now look how this variable or any other variable has changed. Now your data is never lost in eViews. It is retained. This much is the sample size. So this is the file, and when you resize it, for example 2001 quarter 1 to at the rate of say last, L-A-S-T, last, you see it is resized. So either you can do it from here or you can do it from the function window. It is up to the choice. It actually depends upon your habits, whether you are habitual of typing quickly or you are habitual of using the windows more frequently, then it is up to you. Similarly, but I want to work on it further, so SMPL at the rate of all, and I press enter. This is how here, by changing the command, how the sample size is readjusted and refined. Let us now continue our further lecture. The next topic of today's lecture was how to generate variable from the existing variable. There is, you see, this is how we will be changing. This picture actually shows the picture of functioning in eViews, and then I will show you practically how it is done, and while moving it to switching it to the eViews window. So this is the command. We can apply this command in two ways, either through quick generate new series and typing this, or we can type it in the command window in the command pane, simply typing series and name of the new series equal to, and then the transformation which we want to apply. So here this time we want to apply log transformation. So there are two ways, either we type series or we go to first quick method. We go to the quick, let me readjust it so that it is visible. I hope I converted the data to all, so it is there. So this is quick, and this time we want to generate series. Let me readjust it so that you can see it clearly. So here I enter the equation. For example, the new variable which I want to generate is n volume, new volume, n volume. new volume, and this new volume should be calculated from taking the log transformation of, I type log LOG, log transformation of the variable volume. In eViews 8th version, you don't need to type name of the variable completely, which is already existing. You simply type the first two letters, automatically it catch up with the entire name. So I hope the spelling, but here we have to be careful, the spelling. Whatever spelling you have already used for the variable, the same spelling you will have to type here. Apne VOLUME, I hope I have typed it correctly. And again, eViews gives you this option of resizing the sample. You can also resize sample from here. Suppose you do not want to create a new variable from the entire sample, you want to create a new variable by applying transformation only on the subsample. अगर एक छोटा सा subsample आप लेके उसके ऊपर apply करना चाह रहे हैं, then press OK. Well, where has gone my new variable volume? This is my new variable volume, and this is the old variable volume. And let us now compare these two. If I open, you can see how the new variable volume is different from the old variable volume. So this volume, and this is the new volume, and new volume is in fact the log value of the original variable volume. Now you can see the common sample. Let's see what happens if we apply log transformation. When we apply log transformation on the non-normal distributed variable, you see it is slightly changed. The skewness is now better for the new volume when after the application of log. So log transformation actually converts non-normal distribution, a skewed distribution, to a bit normal distribution. The skewness is controlled. The skewness is controlled. Let me show it to you. I delete it here. Suppose here I want to show you the picture of this, the diagram of this view, the descriptive stats and histogram, and this is, you see how different it is, how different it is from the previous graph. Here this was this is the new graph. Now if I say go to the volume, if I show it again and view, this is the distributive stats. You can see side by side how the things have changed. How the things have changed. After log transformation, the distribution has improved. Previously, without log transformation, this was the distribution, and this is after the computation of the new variable by applying log. So what is the lesson learned from this transformation? In practical life, if your data is not normally distributed, you can convert it to a bit normal distribution in order to have good results, or in order to compare the things. So if you apply log transformation on the skewed distributed data set, it is a little bit balanced and it is transformed to the normal distribution. So this is the advantage of using log transformation. other method of generating a new variable from the already existing variable is simply in eViews. We are now moving to eViews. I will have to change the name because n volume already exists. So this time I say series. Now series is the language of eViews. So eViews understands when I write generate or series, or instead of writing instead of writing least square, I simply write ls, or least square is the language, or the statistical functions make the language of eViews. This is something footnote knowledge. तो हम सीरीज लिखेंगे और उस सीरीज का नाम लिखेंगे कि eViews को जो हम बता रहे हैं कि ये सीरीज कौन सी जनरेट करे. तो सीरीज लिखने के बाद हम लिखते हैं name of the new variable which will be created from the already existing variable. एक वेरिएबल ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करता है, उससे हमने ये क्रिएट करना है. तो हम इसका नाम रखते हैं, हम सिर्फ न्यू रख दें, न्यू say new, and this new is in fact created from by taking the log transformation of the already existing variable volume. So when I press OK, the new variable is, when I press enter, the new variable is generated. ये new, इस न्यू को आप खोल के देखें, ये डाटा है, इसका आप वो बना के देखें जो हिस्टोग्राम और स्टैट्स, तो ये वही चीज़ है. तो आपने इसको आप देखें द सेम, इज इट द सेम? यस इट इज. ये देखें, क्योंकि वेरिएबल एक है, सिर्फ हमने दो मेथड यूज़ किए हैं, एक क्विक जनरेट वेरिएबल से और एक जो है वो हमने कमांड पेन में कमांड लिखकर ये वेरिएबल जनरेट किया है. तो दिस इज हाउ ए वेरिएबल, ए न्यू वेरिएबल कैन बी कंप्यूटेड फ्रॉम द ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग वेरिएबल. और फिर इन दोनों को कंपेयर कैसे किया जा सकता, और फिर इनको आप कंपेयर करके देख लें कि क्या इसमें कोई फ़र्क है. आप ग्राफ में कोई मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो सकती है, लेकिन नंबर जो है, नंबर नेवर डिसीव यू. अब यहाँ मीन की वैल्यू देखें 1.37, यहाँ देखें मीन 1.37, मीडियन 0.55, मीडियन 0.55, कर्टोसिस 2.5, इधर भी कर्टोसिस 2.5. प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड एवरीथिंग इज फाइन एंड द सेम. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आज अभी तक जो हमने सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द लेक्चर में डिस्कस किया है कि वेरिएबल, नए वेरिएबल इसके अंदर कैसे जनरेट होते हैं और उनकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, उनका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन पैटर्न किस तरह चेंज हो जाता है जब हम लॉग लगाते हैं. और दो डायरेक्ट मेथड हमने सीखे, एक क्विक मेथड से और दूसरा ये जो है बाय टाइपिंग कमांड इन द कमांड पेन. कमांड पेन में जब आप कमांड लिखते हैं तो फिर. सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन प्रोसीड इन eViews. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के लेक्चर में हमने क्या कुछ पढ़ा और क्या सीखा. हम एक चीज़ हम रह गई, वो है लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड या रिग्रेशन. तो रिग्रेशन में वेरी क्विकली आई कैन शेयर विद यू, ये इस वक्त हम ये इसमें eViews की विंडो में है. रिग्रेशन के दो तरीके हैं, एक कमांड विंडो से भी हम कर सकते हैं. कमांड विंडो में रिग्रेशन मेथड है, हम एब्रीवेशन है लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड. रिग्रेशन हम किस तरह रन करना चाहते हैं उसका नाम लिखेंगे. हम लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड से करना चाहते हैं, तो आई हैव टाइप्ड ls लीस्ट स्क्वायर. उसके बाद हम डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल का नाम लिखते हैं. सपोज द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल इज वॉल्यूम वॉल्यूम के बाद जो है स्पेस, उसके बाद हमने देखना है कि हम विदाउट इंटरसेप्ट रिग्रेशन करना चाह रहे हैं या विद इंटरसेप्ट। अगर इंटरसेप्ट तो इसकी लैंग्वेज में C इज द इंटरसेप्ट। जब आप C टाइप करते हैं तो ई व्यूज उसको पढ़ता है इंटरसेप्ट। उसके बाद आपने इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल हम सपोज हमारा इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल जो है वो और it can be anyone, suppose it is new, let's say new, although logically ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, लेकिन हम just for practice तो इस तरह हम टाइप करते हैं। when we press enter, so this is how the regression results are obtained। लेकिन अगर हमने ये इसको हम डिटेल से करेंगे अभी, because we are in the last few minutes of this lecture, we are very quickly covering it, but we will do it again in detail in another lecture। But the second method, the other method of doing it is if you press estimate and after the selection of variable this window will open, और इसमें आप यहाँ पे इसको इस तरतीब से लिख सकते हैं टाइप करके, और फिर यहाँ से आप मेथड सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ये लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड हमने यूज़ किया था, लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड इज सिलेक्टेड। अगर हम कोई और मेथड अप्लाई करना चाहें तो ये सारी टेक्निक्स जो हैं वो इधर मौजूद हैं। और इसको कैंसिल करते हैं। मैं दोबारा आपको इससे डायरेक्ट करके दिखाता हूँ क्योंकि यहाँ से हमने विंडो रीओपन की थी। अब हम यहाँ पे न्यू और न्यू के साथ हम वॉल्यूम की रिग्रेशन, इसमें सीक्वेंस का ये है, यहाँ आपको C सिलेक्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। अगर आप इस मेथड से रिग्रेशन रन कर रहे हैं तो आपको C सिलेक्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट C जो है वो ई व्यूज़ की लैंग्वेज के मुताबिक वहाँ पे विंडो में शो होगा। तो न्यू और वॉल्यूम ये दो वेरिएबल हमने सिलेक्ट किए, हमने डबल क्लिक किया, यहाँ ऑप्शन आता है ओपन इक्वेशन। तो जब हम इसकी इक्वेशन को ओपन करते हैं तो ये इसकी तरतीब आ जाती है। C अगर यहाँ पे हो या तरतीब के मुताबिक यहाँ पे हो, इससे कोई मसला नहीं है। आप ये C यहाँ से डिलीट करके उधर टाइप कर दें तो इट विल नॉट मेक एनी डिफरेंस। तो अब हम दिस टाइम वी आर रिग्रेसिंग न्यू ऑन वॉल्यूम। तो बाकी ये ऑप्शन है, इसको हम आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे। और ये जो लीस्ट स्क्वायर है हम इसमें ये बाकी सारी जो है इसको जब हम ओके प्रेस करते हैं तो ये पूछता है कि आपने एक इक्वेशन पहले भी एस्टिमेट की हुई है, उसका क्या करना है। हम कहते हैं कि उसको डिलीट कर दो, हमें नई एस्टिमेट करके दो। ये रिग्रेशन के रिजल्ट्स हमारे सामने आ जाते हैं। तो स्टूडेंट्स आज के लेक्चर के लिए इतना काफ़ी। मैं वेरी क्विकली हम इसको रिव्यू कर लें। आज के लेक्चर में ये हमारे टॉपिक्स थे जो हमने करने थे। व्यूइंग एन इंडिविजुअल सीरीज विच वी हैव डन सक्सेसफुली। हमने सीरीज़ को खोला, एक वेरिएबल की सीरीज़ को खोला और उससे फिर हमने उसको एनालाइज किया। उसको डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैट से उसके हिस्टोग्राम कैसे बनती है, उसके टेबल किस तरह बनती है और टेबल में रिजल्ट्स उसके किस तरह से सम अप होके सामने आते हैं। फिर हमने सैंपल चेंज करके डिफरेंट सब सैंपल और सैंपल को हमने करके देखा और उससे भी हमने देखा कि किस तरीके से जो एक सीरीज़ जो है सैंपल चेंज होने से वो हमारे सामने डायरेक्ट चेंज होती नज़र आती है। ये ई व्यूज़ का एक डायरेक्ट फंक्शन है जो सामने आपको होता हुआ नज़र आता है कि जब आप सैंपल से सब सैंपल की तरफ जाते हैं तो सीरीज़ रिड्यूस हो जाती है, जब आप सब सैंपल से वापस सैंपल की तरफ आते हैं तो सीरीज़ जो है दोबारा रिटेन हो जाती है। उसके बाद हमने सीखा कि न्यू सीरीज़ किस तरह जनरेट करते हैं, ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग वेरिएबल से नया वेरिएबल किस तरह जनरेट करते हैं। वो मैंने लॉग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन अप्लाई करके आपको बताया कि ऐसा आप कोई और फंक्शन भी अप्लाई करके नई सीरीज जनरेट कर सकते हैं। मैं आने वाले लेक्चर में वो भी सिखा दूंगा। इसके बाद फिर हमने लुकिंग एट ए पेयर ऑफ सीरीज टुगेदर, दोनों को हमने साथ साथ रख के कंपेयर करके देखा। इसके बाद फिर हमने रिग्रेशन ई व्यूज़ में कैसे करते हैं बड़ा क्विकली हमने किया है, लेकिन अगले लेक्चर में हम इसको डिटेल से करेंगे, एक वेरिएबल के साथ, दो वेरिएबल के साथ, और फिर आगे हम सब्सिक्वेंट लेक्चर्स में जो क्वालिटेटिव और क्वांटिटेटिव वेरिएबल्स का फ़र्क करते हुए भी रिग्रेशन हम रन करेंगे। एक आखिरी चीज़ जो सेविंग योर वर्क, आप उसको सेव कर सकते हैं किसी भी नाम से। वो भी मैं इंशाल्लाह, ये रह गया फोरकास्टिंग हमारा रह गया। सेव कैसे करते हैं? सेव करना इंतहाई आसान है, उसी वर्क फाइल के साथ ही आप उसको सेव कर सकते हैं। ये जाते जाते वो भी मैं आपको दिखा दूंगा। ये फिर हमने सारा किया। उसके बाद फिर ये मैंने मुख्तलिफ विंडोज़ में आपको ऑप्शन दिखाए। ये हमने एक ही साथ जो जब कंपेयर करते हैं बिफोर एंड आफ्टर, और ये लॉग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन डायरेक्ट मेथड से, और ऊपर कमांड पेन में कैसे करते हैं ये हमने सीखा। तो आज के लेक्चर में जो चीज़ हमारी ये थी कि सेविंग योर वर्क, तो आखिर में जाते जाते मैं आपके सामने सेव करता हूँ और उसके बाद फिर हम लेक्चर को यहाँ ख़त्म करेंगे। ये हमारा आउटपुट है। इसको हमने अगर सेव करना है तो यहाँ आपको इन रिजल्ट्स में यहाँ पे ये लिखा हुआ नज़र आएगा नेम। अगर आप इस नेम को क्लिक करें तो ये आपसे पूछता है कि इन रिजल्ट्स का नाम क्या रखना है। तो अगर आप इन रिजल्ट्स का नाम, ये बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट जो है वो इसको कह रहा है इक्वेशन 01, क्योंकि हमने इक्वेशन के ऑप्शन से इसको एस्टिमेट किया था। तो ये इसका नाम हम चेंज भी कर सकते हैं, नीचे उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन दे सकते हैं। हम इसका नाम का यही रखते हैं, और नीचे इसका लेबल जो है, इसका डिटेल नाम हम रखें कि ये रिजल्ट्स ऑफ रिग्रेशन, ये करके हम टाइप करके इसको व्हेन वी प्रेस ओके, तो ये हमारी इस लिस्ट में इक्वेशन EQ01 के नाम से ये सेव है, इस फाइल का हिस्सा बन जाएगा। सिंपली जब हम इसको क्लोज करेंगे, जब इस फाइल को हम क्विट करेंगे, या जब हम ई व्यूज़ को क्विट करेंगे, तो ये हमसे पूछेगा कि जो चेंजेस इसमें की हैं वो सेव करनी है। आई डू नॉट वांट टू सेव इट एनी मोर, क्योंकि मेरी जो डाटा फाइल है वो बहुत बड़ी हो जाएगी, इसलिए मैं इसको नो कहता हूँ। और यहाँ पे हमारा आज का लेक्चर जो है वो ख़त्म होता है। तो थैंक यू, अल्लाह हाफिज़। आई थिंक इट वाज यूजफुल एंड बेनिफिशियल एंड इंफॉर्मेटिव फॉर यू। सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर with a new topic in the e-views. Allah Hafiz.